Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Altocraft 20V brushless impact driver. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this has a brushless motor, metal gearbox, removable belt hook, power indicator on the battery, built-in LED work light, and here we have some specs on the side. Here we have the low node speeds and impact frequencies. It has 1/4 inch chuck, max torque is 270 Newton meters or 200 foot-pounds. So let's get this open. So it comes with this case here. Here are the instructions. Here's the impact driver. It's a box with accessories, and we have some bits. Take a quick look at the manual. So you'll want to read through this. It'll have different safety instructions and things. This has a description of the functions. You can pause and read through that if you'd like. This talks about charging. This is how to remove the bits. So you'll pull back on the collet to release the bit. It has a battery gauge, and this has an exploded view with the parts list. So here's the actual impact driver. So it feels very hefty, feels nice. So this is the function selector here. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. So if I press the button, nothing happens. I want to press the trigger a little bit. It's a little tricky to see this. There we go. So we can see it says low. So the battery gauge is 2/3 full, and then we can press the button to go from low, medium, high. We have the battery here. So that slides off. You just press in this to slide it on and off. This is a 2 amp hour battery. So, and on those gears, the H or the high is the fastest and the low is the most power. This also has an LED light, so it illuminates what you're looking at. I really like having lights on drills and drivers and things. So this here, actually, I think this is probably the battery charger. Yes. So the battery will slide off like so. Here's the charger. This will slip on like that. You can hang it. It's nice. I'll plug in and we'll let this charge. So the red light is on, meaning it's charging. Take a look at these bits. So it comes with these screwdriver bits. We have some Phillips and straight bits. It also has a nut driver set. We have metric and standard, so that's very handy. And this is that belt hook. So let me grab the number 2 Phillips here. That's a very common size. To install it in the impact driver, I'll pull forward on the sleeve and insert the bit, and then I'll pull it back out, and you can see it's captured there. It can move a little bit. Then to remove it, we'll pull forward and lift it out. So very easy to put the bits in here. So I'm going to let this charge up and then I'll test it out. Okay, so I have this charged up and I have the number 2 bit in it, and I have a 1 5/8 inch drywall screw, so I can drive that into this board. There we go. So you can see it spun, and then when it encountered resistance, it started to hammer, and that drives it in. So now we've attached all these together. Let me try a few more. So that made driving those screws super easy. Here I have some smaller screws. Now, I'll take this out. And I have these sheet metal screws, and they would be 1/4 inch size, so I'll pull that out. So I'll install that. So that kind of spun out. That's the screw's fault, not the driver. Here's a 5/16. Let's do the same there. So that worked. Here's a 3/8. So you should probably pre-drill for something this large. I'm just going to use this old screw hole. So it kind of split and busted this out, but that went in very easily. I really like that. Now, of course, we can take screws out with this also. So that made removing those screws super easy. On 2 of those at least, it kind of hammered just once and then it broke the friction free, and then it was able to back it right out. Of course, if it didn't back out that easy, it would have hammered until it came out. So that's the Altocraft 20V brushless impact driver. I really like the feel of this in my hand. It feels really sturdy. This will be a great tool for driving screws and also lags. So this could be good for working on decks, framing, construction, building things. I like that it had tons of power, so you can drive even larger legs. It put this one in with no effort, so it should easily be able to drive larger legs. But then it also worked well for driving smaller screws, like this sheet metal screw. Also found it to be very fast when I was removing all those screws. It spun really fast, and I just had it on the low mode for all of that. So if I needed more speed, I could even pop it up to high speed. Since this has a brushless motor, it's going to give you good efficiency and power, and it has that 2 amp hour battery, and I think it said on Amazon that it takes an hour to charge this. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.